Hi friends, Dean here with Escape to Gaming. Today's going to be an action-packed show. So much to talk about, so much to share. I'm a little tired. I just had to see my doctor yesterday, and I'm kind of glad that I did. And plus I had physical therapy on top of that, so I'm very sore. I've been up half the night. I mean, I got up at like 1 this morning, and I've been up ever since. I'm just exhausted. So bear with me. I'm a little bit sore today, but I'm so excited about this. I don't even care about the pain at this point, so it is what it is. And I'm glad that I kind of held off a day on this because I got to see what, you know, the whole, all of the juicy bits on the Nintendo, you know, events, which if I had done it yesterday, I would have missed out on all that. So I'm glad I waited now. But what I saw was not bad. No, this is the first year I went into it. I said, you know what, this year I refuse to watch live events. I'm not going to watch a whole, you know, all of Ubisoft's thing and all of Microsoft. I'm not interested. What I do now is I go in and I just after the end of the day, I go through and I just watch the recaps where they condense it all down in a few minutes. And I watch the game trailers, and that's all you need. It literally saves you all the grief and anxiety, getting your hopes up, and then having them smashed on the rocks below. It's just not worth it. I finally learned, and it's the best E3 yet, just based on that alone, for me anyway. But anyway, I took a few notes. That's why I got my old man glasses on. I thought I'd kind of go down the list and share my thoughts on some of the games. Now, the only thing that I did watch live, because I just turned on my computer, and it was just coming on within like 15 minutes, and that was a Jedi Fallen Order. So it will be live presentation, world premiere. Okay, I'll sit and I'll watch that. Fuck it. It was like 15, 20 minutes, whatever it was. And I'm glad I watched it. That's the only one I watched live. The rest of them I just waited and just watched them on YouTube, you know, 2-minute trailers and 4-minute little, you know, segments from IGN. Really easy, and that way you see all of it. You save yourself the grief and the expectations and all that stuff. But Jedi Fallen Order looked very good. Great set piece moments. God, the graphics look so good. It's exactly what I would hope for. We'll leave it that way. I wasn't disappointed with what I saw. I'm typically not a hack and slash person, but after playing Jedi Outcast on the original Xbox, my God, I was hooked. Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy, to me, are the best Star Wars games made. Now, I've watched complete playthroughs of both, so I know the whole game of each, even though I've only got maybe 65%, I think, of the way through Jedi Outcast. That's a tough game. The level design, I find, is far superior to the Jedi Academy, but there's a lot of pluses to Jedi Academy. You can kind of choose the dark and light side of the Force. You can lean either way, have a little bit of both. It's very cool how it's set up, but the only nitpick that I had of it, as good as it looked, is I missed the, this is gory, but I missed the dismemberment with the Jedi Outcast. You take a lightsaber and throw it and show it slow motion and go choo, 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 and take the guy's arm off. You see the guy like grabbing where his arm's taken off and his blood. I mean, to me that made it. You know, you could take people's heads off, cut down right through their torso, because a lightsaber cuts through fucking steel, so naturally it's going to cut through flesh. This one, they showed these great graphics of it going through and hitting and cutting, and it left these really cool glow marks, but it's like, what? Would it just cut his t-shirt off, his robe, or whatever that said? So I mean, that was my only nitpick. That's just very small nitpick, but you know, maybe they got to keep it a teen rating because, you know, Disney, they got to sell 1 million units or millions of units or whatever. So it is what it is. But I really liked what I saw. I don't know that I'll have the money earmarked to buy that day one. Like I said, I haven't been buying this year. The last year, I think I bought 3 new games. But I really haven't bought that much in the last 2 years. Not because I don't have the money. It's just because I'm allocating money for other things, and I'll get into that later. But I definitely want that game. That's one game that I definitely will get and play. Whether it'll be day one or not, I'm not sure. Supporting EA is not one of my, you know, goals in life. So that's one I can wait until it's, you know, been out for a while, or maybe there's a price drop. But you know, I'm just happy that they're making, you know, a single player offline Star Wars game. For that reason alone, I'm tempted to support it, but it is EA, so it is what it is. But my God, what surprised me, I got up in the morning, what was the first trailer I saw? Was the Destroy All Humans. Oh good, they're going to make a reboot of one of my favorite games. I was so excited. I thought they were just going to do like an HD version of it. They're going to just clean up the graphics and make it. I already have that. I have the PlayStation 4 Destroy All Humans 1 and 2, all redone in HD with achievement support and trophy support, whatever it is, and it looks great. It's a fantastic series. THQ Nordic, I'm so glad that they got the rights to these wonderful series. I have all of them. I have the Path of Furon. I love that series to death. They're so good. All of them are really very well worth playing. The first one in particular. But my God, when I saw the trailer and they had that Rammstein in it, I almost that day wanted to make an impressions video just of the trailer. But I don't want to get copyright, strike for showing their trailer and music and all that. I don't need the grief. But believe me, if you haven't seen it, watch it. For the love of God, it's so good. It's the best game trailer I've seen in years. Very cool. So that's going to be a must. I don't know when it's coming out. I wasn't paying attention to the dates. All I saw was all the action on the screen and the Rammstein. In fact, that's why I wore my Rammstein shirt in my last video, was because I just saw it at that day. The other thing that was just something that's not a game-related thing, but I just mentioned because I happened to see it recently, was a Ford versus Ferrari, Ford versus Ferrari trailer for the new film coming out. I forget who's making it, but my God, it looks really good. I think it's got, oh God, I can't remember the actors' names in it now, but I think it's got Christian Bale, I believe, and some other people. Someone, I forget who plays Carol Shelby, but it looks very good. I love these kind of movies. That's going to be a film that I'll try to go to the theater and see if I can sit through a couple hours sitting in a chair in a movie theater. Right now I can get to lean forward and I'm okay on this little fold-up chair, but it's tough for me to sit at a theater and watch a movie. But that one, I'll get it on Blu-ray for sure. Looks very good, very promising. Dying Light 2 looks quite good. I'm concerned because of things that I've heard about all of a sudden the other want to try to make it more politically correct, and God only knows what SJW stuff they'll infuse into it. But from what I saw, it looks good. As long as it's offline and I can do a single player campaign, it's all good. Cyberpunk 2077, it looks great. The Keanu Reeves things doesn't add any value to it to me. I like the guy. I thought he was good in The River's Edge, and that's pretty much it. I think some in Speed too. The first Speed movie, I thought he was okay in that. He's not one of my favorite actors, but he seems to be very well liked by the younger people, I guess, or whatever. So, but what I saw trailer-wise, it wasn't gameplay, but it was more CGI, but it looks good. I love the concept. You don't have to twist my arm in the Cyberpunk 2077. I know a lot of people are anxious for that as well. The grid game I've kind of talked about before. If it's offline and single player, yes, I'm all on board. Rage 2 DLC. Now, I bought the special thing which came with the season pass and everything, so I'm getting all this for free. Well, oh, cool, I haven't even played the damn game yet. They're already coming out with DLC for it, but my God, it's going to be fun. They're going to come out with more stuff in the future. It looks very cool. So, by the way, I'll just interject right now. I've been gaming more. I've been experimenting with laying down on the couch on my side. Oh, God, I'm dying sitting here now. By the way, I had to go to the doctor yesterday and physical therapy, so I've been up all night. I'm so sore from that. It's I swear it's like they're torturing you. When I leave, I always feel worse. I never feel better. And then I pay for it literally for like 2 days. I got to go back again to physical therapy tomorrow, and I'm just dreading it. I dread it. It's like an hour of hell of Auschwitz. I just don't know if I'm up to it, but I have to do it as part of my thing. This is why this process I'm in is so long and drawn out, because I have to go. They want you to try all this first. If it doesn't work, okay, check. Now we'll give you a steroid injection in your spine. Oh, it doesn't work. Check. And then eventually you get to the surgery, and either they'll pay me out with a huge settlement to pay me out of the deal, or they'll get my back fixed. I just want to get my back fixed, and maybe get all my back pay that I've missed because I've had prior, issues with my back. Naturally the insurance company looks for any reason to not pay us. So, it's turned into a big, long, drawn-out thing. I really can't get into the details of it, but it is what it is. So that's why I've been very discouraged lately. It's not so much the pain's bad enough, but it's just not knowing. I like to know. I like to be the master of my own ship and control my destiny. And when your whole future is in the hands of a big conglomerate insurance company that's slow to move and slow to... Meanwhile, you get, bills to pay and things to do. It's worrisome, but I'll get to that a little bit later. You can see I never script these things. I just wing it, and whatever comes out, it's a one-take deal, done. So anyway, I think Rage 2 DLC looks very good. Anyway, I've started to play games. I've been playing Urban Chaos. I'm several levels into this now. In fact, I went back and I don't want to advance anymore because I blew some of the time missions. So I went back, started a new game save, and I've been replaying it again. I'm back through the first couple levels, and I'm trying to get a really high score because the higher score you unlock the better weapons and ammo clips and all that, which I didn't know the first time I played it. So this game is a game that keeps giving. It just keeps getting better and better, and I'm practicing laying on my side and playing games, and it's working. If this keeps going the rate it's going, I could probably dive into Rage 2. I'm trying to practice on the slower paced games, and this was a fast paced game by Rocksteady, by the way, the people that did the Batman games. Fantastic game. A review of this will be coming. I started Agent Under Fire last night. Wow, I've never played this. This is really good. I'm really enjoying this. It's so good. It's just the controls are a little awkward, but I'm having fun. And I played the first 2 levels. Man, this is good. I had this game and I only played a little bit of the multiplayer with my next door neighbor, and I never even did the campaign. And that's Call of Duty 2, the big red one. My God, I couldn't believe how good it was. I didn't want to. My wife says, "You better stop. You're going to be sore." And I'm glad she stopped me. I beat 2 levels. I had an absolute ball. This is a wonderful Call of Duty campaign. I'm so excited. And I got the Punisher, which I had gone several levels into on my other Xbox with my game save, but unfortunately I'll have to start over from the beginning on my modded Xbox. So I might try this one tonight. I gotta get back to this. It's so good. So I'm encouraged anyway that I can game, and because of that, oh man, I'm dying just leaning forward over here. I'm gonna get into the Rage 2 sooner rather than later. Just seeing that DLC just got me all amped all over again. So anyway, that looks great. Doom Eternal. Oh my God. It's so fucking good and so inspiring. I still haven't played. I got the statue. Special collector's edition with the steel case and the wonderful statue that you can always see in the back of my game room here when I'm filming on the other corner over there. It looks so good. I've got to play that Doom game. I want 2 things I want to do this year, and I have the time to do it. I just got to get to the point where I can play the game. And I'm practicing again on these slower games, and I'm learning to play on my side. It's very hard. It's like if you're driving, used to driving and shifting one way, and all of a sudden you go to England, and now you got to drive and shift with the other hand on the other side of the wheel. It's kind of what it's like. It fucks with your head initially. It takes a while to get into it. You just want to sit up and just play the normal way, but then I pay when I do that. So, but if I get good, I want to play the Wolfenstein, the New Colossus, and I've got to play that 2016 Doom. My God, it looks so good. Doom Eternal I'll find a way to get that game right when it comes out. I might even get a special collector's edition of that because it looks so good. I just love what I see. They've taken it to a quantum leap from the other one, as good as that looks. And so I'm really excited. A lot of my FPS friends are just chomping at the bit for that as well. That's a winner. And my God, the surprise trailer for me was Zombie Army 4 Dead War. Oh my God, it looks so... I love the Zombie Army trilogy. It is so good. I've gone to that over and over again, especially around Halloween. It's a perfect game to play at Halloween. Oh, excuse me. Perfect game to play at Halloween. So much fun. I love Rebellion and what they've done. The Sniper Elite series is one of my favorite series of all time. I'm so excited about the trailer. Looks good. They went a little kind of overboard with a lot of gimmicky. Now your rifle shoots out electric bolts, and it's got a lot of cartoony, very gamey kinds of things. But who knows? It might be fun. It looks fun. It looks like a fun game. So I love the graphics. I love the really dark look of the whole game. It's very cool. So I'm very excited about that. Almost as much as the Rage game, believe it or not. As much as the Doom Eternal. It looks very good. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts. That looks good. We'll just leave it at that. I don't know if it's going to be a great game or not. The last one wasn't bad. It wasn't received too well, but it looks good. And then Nintendo. This is why I'm glad I waited and took an extra day. Now, I didn't watch, their whole thing, their presentation or whatever, but I did watch a lot of segments on it. What, was popular, kind of recapped. And they've got a lot of stuff. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I had no plans on buying one. I'm not really into handhelds. But my God, it looks tempting. I can't blame anyone for getting one. They've got Panzer Dragoon coming out. Now, I have that in my modded Xbox, even though I gave my Panzer... I had a Panzer Dragoon Orta that I gave to a friend of mine in my Xbox club all back. He was thrilled. He couldn't find it. Now the game's worth a fortune. I should have bought more of them at the time, but to me, it's okay. I got it in my modded Xbox. It's good enough for me. So I'll just play the one that's in my coin ops. But that looks good. That's very cool. That's going to be a big seller. Breath of the Wild 2, you know that's going to sell. Animal Crossing, Zelda, and the Luigi's Mansion 3, my God. That's the one GameCube game I'm just hell-bent to get someday when I can resume my my retro gaming collection. I just got one NASCAR game from my GameCube recently. I definitely want to do that. I got my modded Wii right over here behind me on my bookcase, which I can play GameCube games and even actually go through component cables. It looks fantastic. So I'm anxious to start resuming the collection, but again, I'll get into that later as to what my plans are with my collection in the future. But Luigi's Mansion, Zelda, I mean, you got 5 or 6 that I see, the games that I would consider, and then there's probably another several of other ones that other people like, which I'm not really into, but it looks good. I can see why you guys are liking this. Plus, they're importing a lot of big mainstream AAA games to the Switch, which is surprising considering how small it is that it can do all that stuff, but it does it pretty well apparently. Then I saw a Contra Anniversary Collection. My God, it looks good. I think it might be out now. I'm not sure. I think it's out now. I don't know if it's a digital thing on the PS4 and Xbox. I don't know. But it looks, I gotta get that. That looks so good. I love the old Contra games. That Contra Hard Corps. In fact, I have all of those games in my modded Xbox, the old arcade ones. They were very tough. I mean, brutal. If you can make it past the first level or two, you're doing pretty good. Empire of Sin. It's a strategy game. Looks good. Kind of like a gangster Godfather. Kind of reminds me of the Godfather 2 in a way. Kind of the way you can look down at the city. And I don't know. I saw some gameplay, like kind of a down view. You can spin around with a Thompson machine gun and take out people in the room. Oh, man. And what have you. It looks really cool. I want to see a little bit more on that. The Outer Worlds. I saw another trailer on that. God, that the game looks good. I mean, these are from the devs of the Fallout New Vegas. My God, it looks great. I'm very excited about that. What was the other one? There was one other big one. God, what is it? I'm missing it. Outer Worlds, Contra Anniversary. What the hell was it? There was one other one that I saw that really looked good. It'll come to me. There's another game, that trailer I saw. I didn't write them all down. I just kind of scribbled some of them down as I saw them. So I'm looking at a mess here of scribbling. It'll come to me, but there's a lot of great games coming out this year. I think there's something for everyone without fail. There's so much to look forward to. I'm really pleased with what we've got coming. I think there's going to be some remasters and a few other things as well, which is very cool. I'm excited. I think that's nothing but good news. I know the E3 itself, apparently everyone that watched it said it was very lackluster. I did watch the thing on the new Xbox Scarlet, another code name thing, like it's a big master secret spy 007, hidden, invention or whatever. It's going to be another PS5. It's got it can do all the high frame rates and speed, and it can cook and clean in 8K and do 1,000 FPS frames per second. I mean, all this kind of stuff. And I told Gotti on his impressions video, I said, dude, let's just say the PS5 or the Xbox, whatever the new thing, Scarlet thing is, if it does 60 frames a second, good, at 1080p, I'll be happy. I'm not complaining. I don't care about the 4K, 8K, 120 frames per second. I don't care about all that. I really don't. But we'll see. I mean, if you believe that they can do all that, maybe some games can. I'm a little skeptical, as Gotti is, about that, but we'll see. I know it's trying to embrace, kind of get closer to PC gaming, which as a console gamer, frankly, I like. So that's my E3 impressions. It's pretty much it. I mean, there's plenty of things I've missed. You can put in the comments the games and what you saw at E3 that you're looking forward to. I genuinely, if you have any ideas, I'd like to know. What is it you're looking forward to? Put it down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So what you're looking forward to, or what kind of really got you excited about, the presentation or something that you saw that's coming up. Again, with Microsoft, God, it's just more of the cloud, and it's just, I see digital games as services, the cloud, Ubisoft, what little bit I saw, more, again, Rainbow Six I'll never touch, always online, never touch it. So that, the Division 2, these are going one by one, they're all lost on me. Anthem, so right off the bat, that takes out half of the games. And in the other games I see, I got this Devolver Digital. I mean, they're all like PC games. Some of them look really good. I'm like, well, shit, it's only on PC or whatever. So, oh well. So for me, I mean, I got a good list here. I mean, I couldn't get to half of these games anyway with my backlog. I really don't need to be buying more games, but I can't lie. I'm excited about what I saw. They look great. So let me know what you're looking forward to. Now, getting to the meat of this. Oh, and before I can get to that, another thing. When I finished doing, in fact, I just finished editing my thing about my last video with my gifts that I received. I hit the render button and I went right in the living room to lay down because I was dying sitting at that desk. Oh God, doing the editing is just so painful because I'm hunched over and I'm trying to, do it on the Sony Vegas, whatever. It was just killing me. So I thought I'll go out and get the mail, and get it now before it gets any hotter. It's been like 102 to 104 here lately. Good old sunny California. Hot as hell. Hot as doom eternal. And I went to the mailbox and I saw another package. I go, what? Another package? What's this? And, and it had like a UK customs marks all over it. The box had been opened, so hopefully nothing was taken out of the box. I hope not. But you can tell it was like very easy to, it was like half it was kind of open when I got it, so hopefully nothing was missing. But I'll tell you what I had. I got another wonderful letter from one of my long-time favorite viewers. I've enjoyed the interactions with this fellow. He's in my top 3 favorite. I think he has a YouTube channel, but he doesn't do anything with it anymore, I don't believe. But I love the guy to death. He's such a kind, you can just tell he's got a good spirit about him. He's very positive. These are the people I'm attracted to. Good, positive people that are just wonderful to converse with. They give you encouragement when you need it. Anyway, just a small package, nothing fancy. But he goes, "Hi Dean, as promised, a few bits I thought you'd like. None of it is any good to me, so better it go to someone else. There's a couple of bits for your good lady. Shouldn't be too hard to work out which." He put a little happy face. "Stay strong, bud, and hopefully things improve for you physically. Cheers, Sean." He's a wonderful friend of mine. I've known him for so long. I don't even know what he looks like. Sean, thank you so much. And by the way, my wife loved this. He sent my wife a Betty Boop. What do they call these things? I forget these call them. The Pops? Funko Pops or something, I think they call them. A beautiful little Betty Boop doll. It's got the little dog as well with it. Beautiful box. My wife was so thrilled when she came home and saw this. My friend Sean, I mean, she loved it. And a little Betty Boop pin. She loved it, dude. It really made her day. I mean, she's been so touched seeing the outpouring for me. It just, at first she's like, I don't know if she'd be on this YouTube. It's just, just a waste of your time. And she sees how nice people are and the kindness and how it's encouraged me lately. And for that reason, she's having a second feeling about it because she sees the good now instead of just the negative. He also sent me this very cool Alfred Hitchcock Funko Pop. It's so cool. Dude, thank you. I have every single Hitchcock movie in my library. I love the guy to death. When he remastered Rope and Rear Window and a lot of those back in the very early 90s, I went to an old-fashioned theater in Fresno, called the Tower Theater. Beautiful, old, restored movie theater. And I saw all 5 of his remastered prints. It was like a religious experience. So thank you. I love Hitchcock. You read my mind. Thank you so much. And he sent me this PlayStation 3 Modern Warfare Collection Steelbox Call of Duty. Very cool. I already have them all for the Xbox 360, but it was very kind of you. Thank you so much, Sean. And then the last but not least, Casino Royale Corgi James Bond car collection. It has a couple little action figures as well. He's got the older DB5 Aston Martin and the new Aston Martin Vantage or whatever it is. Very cool. Very nice. Thank you so much. He has a whole collection get of these. He knows I love the cars and stuff. These are very welcome, dude. Thank you, dude. That was very kind of you. And this, again, the letter is what takes the ultimate cake. I'm going to enjoy this in my collection of letters. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you. So anyway, I'm just all over the map. So excited with what I get to share with you. So, what's the big deal? What do I got to talk about? Well, I'll tell you. Let me get a drink first. Many of you know I've been really kind of down. I've been up and down, I'm struggling, but just trying to keep my head above water. And it's been tough. I've been having a hard time with dealing with all this. I'm so used to being a man. I like to work and be productive when I get home. On the weekends, I wash the cars and trucks. I detail my wife's car. I take it to Costco, fill it with gas for her. I'm hosing off the front of the house and cleaning the cobwebs and sweeping, trimming the trees. I'm always doing things without even thinking. I love to serve my wife. I love to work towards our goals and keep our place clean and nice inside and out. Steve Baker will tell you every time he's been over here, the place is immaculate. It's always clean inside and out. It was a little shaggy on the outside when he got here, but that's because I can't do these things anymore. So that's why I really appreciate Steve's help. Thanks again, Steve, for helping me with those trees and moving all that crap in my backyard. God, I can't do it. It's so frustrating. I talked to, Solid Rev a month or so ago when this first happened. And I just told him, I said, God, it just kills me to sit at home here. And meanwhile, my wife's working, and I feel like a lump of shit sitting here. And he's like, dude, I can't imagine. Once your back's out, that's it. You're done. I mean, you can't, your core is gone. You can't do shit. He goes, I can't imagine. And that's when he suggested, dude, why don't you get a GoFundMe page? I'm sure, I'll help chip in other people. I said, I appreciate that. It's very thoughtful that you would think of me like that. But believe me, I don't need the money. I'll figure it out. We'll work it out. But I appreciate the trying to come up with something constructive. That's very thoughtful. And I've had 2 other people recently that have approached me via email and offered to give me money to help me out. And I can't. I say thank you so. It's very kind that people would think that much about me that they'd want to help me financially. It's very thoughtful. I don't need your help with it. Many of you know I've been talking rumblings about selling my truck. I can get close to $20,000 for my truck. If I'm in a hurry, I could sell it for a quick $16,000, $17,000, cash pretty fast. It's got a lot of custom things. It's immaculate, very low miles. There's another one right now in town for $26,000. It's not near as nice as mine. So it'd be an instant 20 grand in cash I'd have, and it would feel good. That's why I wanted to sell it. It's because I'm sitting here, I have no income coming in. My wife is the accountant. That's what she does. She makes as a 6-figure salary for a big corporation here in town. She does very, very well. She could afford a brand new Mercedes convertible. I mean, yet she drives a Nissan. So she told me recently, and she takes care of the money. I come home, I give her the paycheck, or actually went to auto deposit. I never even saw it. And good. And she's on the computer allocating funds for things. I don't even know what we have, how much money we have, our bills are met, our needs are met. I don't know. But I got the air cranking right now. Nothing's changed. I mean, everything's like, got the fridges full of food. We're not hurting by any means, but I didn't know how, oh God, I'm not bringing in money. What are we going to do? Because we've been paying off bills. I've just paid $19,000 out of my pocket in the last 4 months just with paying bills, not counting what I've been putting into my car. So my wife had a $9,000 surgery. I just paid that off in the last 4 months. We had another home improvement loan. We did a bunch of stuff in the house. That was a big loan, line of credit. I just paid that off, thank God. We only have one more big thing we're working on, and we're working on building our savings account up at the same time. And another 3 months, I could have had the thing paid off and had the account where we needed so we could do our big move and relocate. Get the hell out of the state. I hate to say it, we just had 2 murders in the last 2 months, a stone's throw from here. My wife does not want to live here anymore. I'm scared every night. I can't sleep. I hear gunshots and things. I know. We don't live, people think I'm living high up the hog in Beverly Hills or something. I live in one of the worst parts of Sacramento. It's not a great area. You get homeless people, bums, graffiti, there's gangs, there's not far from here. Our immediate neighborhood is okay. It's kind of safe, but at night it's like Dawn of the Dead. People, both of my neighbors on either side of me ripped off. The only reason why I'm not ripped off, I get a very elaborate alarm system, and I've got cameras up the ass everywhere. And I empty my truck out and lock everything up. So that's why there's nothing to steal. They're not going to get into this house, and if they do, they're going to regret it. So it is what it is, So, oh God, I'm sitting here a little too long, guys, so bear with me. So we have to move. So because of that, the last 2 years I haven't been buying games anymore. Had my friend Jeremy. He's been an enormous help. In fact, I'm going to have a link to his wonderful channel below. He's so good. He helped me all last year. Instead of buying new games, I said, you know what, the prices are going up. I need to make a big push to get the bulk of what I need for my PS1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 and GameCube now before the price is wrong. I've already been priced out where I won't pay for Stubbs the Zombie. I'm not paying $100 for that. No way. I'm not paying $100 for Fallout. Outrun Coast to Coast 2006. I can't do it. I mean, now I got to pay like $40 to $60 for Predator Extinction on the Xbox, because that's just a year ago you could have got it cheaper. Prices are going up, so that's why Jeremy's sent me 7 boxes of games this year and last year, and so what I do, and I've mentioned this many times, I spend less than 5% of my income, not my wife's, just my income, for my entertainment. That's for my movies, for my CDs, and my video games and game systems and anything for the game room. That all comes out of that account. So if I don't have it to spend, I'm very frugal with my money, very careful, and that's why we have the things that we have, because I've been careful over the years. After we lost everything in 2007 and 8, I told my wife we're never going to go through this again. That's why we've had a fat savings account. So when our roof all of a sudden started leaking, I had the money, $15,000 plus to fix it right on my savings account. I can pay cash for it. All my TVs I bought at 50% off cash. My furniture, 60% off at a furniture closeout. It's kind of dated furniture. We had the same shit for 19 years, old hand-me-down stuff. We finally said, you know what, we deserve new furniture in our 50s, so we did it. We bought it, cash, got a good deal. So we save the money for when we need things that are important. That's why I'm tight with my game collection. My wife just can't see me spending $300-400 a month on games. I can't do it. When I saw a year and a half ago the Dimples raise their prices, all of a sudden the games that were $2 to $3 and $3 to $7 were gone, and now they're all replaced by like $9 games and $27 games. I just said, I can't do it. I can't pay these kind of prices for these games. And so I talked to my friend Jeremy about it. We were just kind of chatting one night, and he said, dude, I'm in Ohio. I have connections. I can get all those games for like a third of what they cost. He has saved me, with no exaggeration, we figured out all the games that I bought, he's probably saved me $1,400 or $1,500, with no exaggeration, on those games that he bought me. So again, everything I do, I buy, I try to watch every dollar. I haven't been out to eat all year. Even though I was making the most money I've made in years the last 4 months, we didn't go out to eat once. I didn't buy any new games other than the Rage game. My sister came over. I can't drive. I can only go 1.5 miles to therapy. My wife has to take me to the doctor. She has to take time off from work to drive me, because I can't drive more than 1 mile or so. And then I got to drive back, and my back is screaming afterwards. It's horrible. So it's 4.5 miles to my GameStop. My sister's right around the corner from me. I said, Jenny, can you pick the game up for me and bring it over? She said, oh, no problem, dude. I'd love to. Just want me to buy it on Amazon? Well, no, I got to get this one because it's a special edition. I already pre-ordered. Oh, okay, I'll pick it up. Just here's my phone number. They'll have my account, my Pro Rewards thing or whatever. She got it, brings it over. I had the money in my hand to pay her. She refuses to take the money. No, Dean. In fact, she brought a card and ice cream on top of it. She says, no, Dean, you've been there for me. It's the least I can do for you. So she's so good. I've had so many supportive people, family-wise, friend-wise. It's been so good. And I really appreciate that. This has been a really tough time. And my wife is, anyways, getting back to my point with the tangents, I'm all over the map, tired, sore, but I'm still going. I'm so excited. So anyway, she goes, what's the matter? You seem kind of down. I said, I'm worried about the money. I mean, she goes, I went to her and I said, can you run an ad for on Craigslist? She does all my business ads on Craigslist, runs my ads. Can you run an ad for my truck? In fact, here's a photo album in my computer. It has like a dozen good photos of it. Just upload it. I've already got the copy all written out. She goes, why are you selling your truck? And I go, well, because we need the money. She says, sweetie, we don't need the money. Don't worry about it. You don't sell your truck. You're just going to regret it. You put all that money into it. I just did. I just put all new KYB gas shocks, ceramic brakes all the way around, all new Goodyear tires. It's got a brand new windshield, a new evac system. I mean, I've got a fortune in this truck. And things like it's all new alignment. It tracks straight. It drives nice. It's a flawless condition. I couldn't buy another used truck that old in that kind of shape. She says, you're just going to need it later when your back's fixed. You're going to probably want to, be able to use it to pick things up at Home Depot for the house or whatever. And I said, And we've been talking about that too, about my business. And I said, well, I don't know that I can do this painting thing. She goes, I want you to quit doing it. It's too much for you. You're going to kill yourself. Two of the guys I just worked with at my last job, both of them fell off a roof and broke their backs, both of them. One of them so bad, it shattered his back so bad that he can only do managerial work now. He's done. Another guy who's one of their lead painters had an open heart surgery because it was too much for him. So, and that's a bunch of guys in their 50s. It's just, I'm at the age where I'm not going to last much longer. Even though I'm young in my mind, I think I can do it. I'm going to kill myself, and I've already worn myself out now. I've hurt myself because of it. Working too hard and doing things without having the proper, things I needed to do my job, and now I'm paying for it. And I'll get into that another day when I'm allowed to talk about it. But it's a very unfortunate situation. I'm in so much pain and discomfort. I don't say that for your sympathy. I'm telling you that because it's a part. When you see me wincing or struggling, it's my reality. And in spite of that, I'm pressing on anyway. And there's a silver lining, which I mentioned in my little memorandum or my notation I put on my page, my community page on Facebook. I said I'll be doing this video soon. And by the way, there'll be a silver lining to talk about. And that's what the silver lining is. So my wife says, here, let me show you something. She go over to the computer, get your glasses. She shows me a spreadsheet. She has it all figured out. She makes so much, she can easily pay all the bills. She makes me feel about 4 inches high. Like, because as a man, I want to be the provider and be the breadwinner. I hate to tell you this, I got it all under control. Don't worry, you're worrying too much. Don't sell your truck. You're going to need it later. I want you to get out of this business. I said, well, then shouldn't we sell a truck? I really don't need it if I'm not going to do my business anymore. Because we have a new direction we've been talking about. And she goes, I want you to do your art again. Why don't you do your art? And I thought, it took me about 30 seconds, I thought about it, and I go, my God, she's right. I can't do the physical stuff anymore. I can sit at my dining room table and sit and do little paintings. I got my Escape to Gaming sign over here, right here. I did that in an afternoon, cut it out and done. It looks beautiful. Now I kept it very subdued because I just want it in the background. I didn't want it to stand out too much. Even the orange I did is kind of a dull orange. It's intentional, so it doesn't take away from what's in the foreground. But I'm going to do these cutouts of gaming art. Think of your favorite Wolfenstein logo. Black and red and shading and beautiful outlines and all cut out, contour cut, about that size or a little bigger, maybe about 3 feet big, that can go on people's walls in their game rooms. How cool would that be? Everything. I mean, Call of Duty, Fallout, you could do every Twisted Metal. I've got 3 of them drawn out right now. I'm going to keep it a secret as to what they are, and I've got a 4th one I'm going to work on today. And then when I'm all drawn, I got a little jigsaw. I just sit and cut them all out at a little card table I've got. I can sit in my lap while I'm watching TV with my wife and paint them. I can sit on a stool. I have my easels already built here. I can move them up and down. I can stand and paint them if my back is sore. I can sit at a stool. I can sit at a chair. I can raise it and lower it. It's all set up. I built this house, this room, and designed it for it. I've never, since I've been here for 5-6 years, I've never done one painting. Now, many of you, well, maybe not all of you, but some of you have seen my art. I'll show a little bit of it here, but I've been doing automotive art, and I've the 24 paintings I've done, I've sold all 23. And I've sold them for big bucks, $850 to $1,200 each, and every one of them sold, and plus I'm shipping on top of it. So I've made good money doing that. I mean, I can go back to cars. I had a guy just 2 months ago that on my website that wanted one for '69 Camaro, but I was working a million hours. Dude, I can't. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I'm not really doing it anymore. I kind of kept the website up just in case, but well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'd love to have one. I'm sorry, dude. I can't. So now I kind of regret it, but who knew? I mean, life changes and things happen. So this is what my past is. My history is in the sign industry, graphic design. I want to do beautiful, like 3-dimensional cutouts, vibrant colors that look like they're popping off the wall, and do them kind of smallish. Now, the car paintings are huge. They're 5 to 8 feet big. They're huge, and they're expensive. These I can do for a lot less money and do them cheap and sell them to people. I've already got 2 friends that want them already when I mention it to them. I have a couple friends I kind of keep in my inner circle, and I'll throw out ideas and see what they think. Oh, dude, it's great, and they're all excited. Mortal Kombat, I mean, with the Mortal Kombat logo, with the dragon, the Mortal Kombat letters, and with it all cut out. Doom, with the demon. I've got some great stuff I'm working on. It's going to be very cool. So I'm really excited. She says, and it won't pay as much as my painting homes. I make a lot of money doing that. But it's one of those things where she goes, if you're doing that, as long as you're happy, you feel productive, you're living your dream, and you've got some money coming in, I'll help you. I'll help. We'll get the website up. So we're working on a website in the next week or so. I've got the logo. I've got like 20 logos designed right now. I'm trying to finalize the final logo for it. I'm going to keep my car website. I'm going to have a whole new website. It's going to be called Dean's Studio Originals. It's going to be gaming and science fiction fantasy art. Star Wars, just imagine. Cutouts of Darth Vader's helmet. 3D Yoda cutout on a wall. Small ones, big ones, any size. A Millennium Falcon flying through space with planets behind it, all contour cut out. And not only that, but I can even do LED halo lit hidden indirect lighting behind them. Now with these new, these halo kits, I can put the little strings around the old inside or on the back that you don't see. Hit a switch, boom, it lights up teal behind everything, or purple, or whatever. Or you can rotate the colors. These things are going to be hot. And there's nothing. I've been researching it. There's not a lot of good gaming art out there. I can do big cutouts of 6th-gen controllers, Xbox game room logos, PlayStation game room logos, GameCube. I can do giant blow-ups of consoles themselves as 3D looking and have like background and indirect lighting on them. There's no end to what I can do. And I can take custom orders. Think of any idea you can think of. Your favorite science fiction thing, Planet of the Apes, the Punisher skull and logo cutout. It's some awesome, endless possibilities. So anyway, that's my idea. I'm going to have some stuff to show you very soon. I kind of want to keep it a secret until they're done, and then I want to unveil them one at a time. In fact, I'm going to set it up where I'm going to have I'll just do my rants, and I'll have one hanging behind me where the Escape to Gaming sign is. I can take that down and put one up about the same size, and you can see them as I'm doing my rants and give me input. Now, not everyone can afford them. Not everyone's going to want something like that. A lot of you guys don't care about aesthetics, and I understand that. But it's a niche market, and I would certainly put them on the internet, and there's a lot of websites for custom art and stuff that I can do them, and I think they'd really sell. I've got a lot of good feedback. I've got tons of ideas, and I'm excited, and it'll bring some income in. Like I said, not a lot of income, but my wife says, as long as you're feeling productive and we get money coming in, we're fine. We're not hurting by any means. She reminds me, she goes, I got my 401k. I mean, I got enough on that, I could buy a brand new loaded truck with all the bells and whistles. But we won't touch it. That's our retirement. We don't touch that. I have more equity in my house than what I owe on it. That's a lot of money. I can go to Idaho right now and pay cash for a house with what I have in equity. So we're not hurting for money, guys. Keep your money. I don't need your money. If you want to can help me contribute, and you want some gaming art for your custom game room or garage or office, whatever, I'd be happy to oblige you. But I'm not doing it to sell to all of my friends on YouTube. There'll be probably a couple of you that would be interested in this, and I realize that. I'll do videos on it once in a while because I know you probably would find it interesting. This show is about me and all the things, my up days, my down days, the things I love, my cars. I love my Challenger. You know, I feel bad I can't even do my Mad Max RT thing right now because I can't drive the damn thing. I sure as hell can't wash it. My wife, I've never seen her wash a car. I hated to ask her. It took me like 2 weeks to get up the courage, and I felt so embarrassed. And, sweetie, could you do me a huge favor? She goes, what is it? I said, my truck has been sitting for over a month. It's so dirty. I haven't washed it in maybe even longer, like 6 weeks. It's just, could you wash my truck for me? I'll show you how to do it and everything. She goes, I'd be happy to, sweetie. Don't worry about it. I'll help you do it. It was so fun watching her wash it. I felt like shit, but to see her packed into a t-shirt on a step ladder up there, washing it was fun. And I got a kick out of it. I got my truck clean to boot, so she's so good. I got the greatest wife in the world. I mean, she paid for that Hawaii trip. Her bonus is 10% of her income, or it's huge. And the bonus alone pays for like 4 or 5 trips to Maui. So she took some of it, and we went, and even then we didn't go to expensive hotels. She's very careful with the money. She got these vacation rental things. We rented a whole place for what, like 2 nights at a hotel cost. We stayed at a little 1-bedroom condo with a refrigerator and a beautiful ocean view, for with air conditioning, for what a couple nights at one of those premium hotels cost. So she's always good at saving money. She's really just such a sweet person. I said, no, let's wait. We'll do that when we retire. Let's get our goals. So sweetie, I don't want to wait till I'm 70 to have fun. We've earned it. We've worked this hard. You've killed yourself. I've killed myself. We're finally at a good place in life. Let's go. And she talked me into it. I'm glad she did. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. It was a wonderful experience, so inspiring. We're anxious to go back again when I can. I can't sit on a plane for 5 hours right now, so I don't know when we'll be able to do it. Maybe next year, but that's fine. She's been so good. So she's encouraged me. So she told me, don't worry, you're worrying too much. Everything's under control. You're fine. Don't worry. We'll figure this all out, which is good. It makes me feel good. But the best thing is that she inspired me to get back to doing my art. Is right in front of me the whole time. I'm saying, how can I work? God, how am I going to be able to work again? I've had 2 calls in this week already. One of them for a whole interior faux finish. That's probably 6,000 or 7,000 I could make in a 2 weeks time. But I can't do it. I can't physically do it right now. It's all I can do to turn this camera on and sit here and hold these games up. But I can sit at a table, as long as I'm not touching anything on my back, and I can sit and draw for a while. I got to get up and move around a lot, though, and walk around, and I can get back to it. I can stand and do it. So I can do these little small art pieces. Even doing a big car painting would be probably too much. But I already had all the materials here. The plywood's already cut down in small pieces, ready to go to make signs out of. I got 3 of them I'm looking at right now. They're very cool. I'm going to work on draw a 4th one out today. Then I'm going to take my little jigsaw, cut them all out, paint them nice, and they're going to be awesome. I'm so excited about showing you guys. So anyway, that's my idea. You can let me know in the comments what you think about it, if you think it's a good idea or not. Or if you have any ideas for, hey, Dean, you should do this or paint that. It'd be cool. Think of something in the way of sci-fi, especially gaming, that you think would be cool. I'd love to hear from you. I love the contributions you guys make. You know, I've really tried to make this channel a positive place to come. I want to give to the community. That's why I do this. That's why I don't charge anything, Patreon and ads. And what do you get on Patreon? You get to see a video 3 days early. You get to go on someone's Discord chat. You know, I mean, it doesn't really matter. All that stuff. I mean, don't need to charge. I do this because I love doing it. I love gaming. I love sharing it. I had a viewer just recently, a couple of weeks ago, goes, Dean, why don't you have, I noticed you have like a Xbox 360 greatest hits video, and then I saw there was a part 2. I saw it down the record. How many of these do you have? Can you just put them in a playlist, all these best of videos? And I go, that's a great idea. I never thought it. So I went through, took his advice. Thank you, my friend, whoever you were. I really appreciate the advice. It's long overdue because, you know, people watch my channel. I got millions of videos. They don't know where to begin and go, and it takes forever to go through all those hundreds of videos. So I went through and I found them all, and I put all my Xbox top 30 must-play videos. I've got my Xbox 360's Hidden Gems video, part 1 and 2, Hidden Gems videos, top 35 racing videos, all those guilty pleasures videos, all of those are all in a new playlist down below, you can see. So you can go through those and enjoy them if you're looking for your favorite 6th or 7th gen games in particular. They're all there. I think I even have some other games and modern ones. And I even have one video that's all called Guilty Pleasures that I picked out the lowest Metascore games imaginable, but yet I found the fun in them. And I show the game's Metacritic score is average or a very poor Metacritic score, and yet I talk about the game and hold the box up and tell about how great it is and why you got to play it and ignore the bullshit score. Very cool. So it's on a playlist, an old video, but it's been there for a while. They're good videos, and I want to share them with you. That's why I do this. So I want to do more of those. I miss doing those, and I've had a couple fans that have asked, Dean, we love those videos. When are you going to do a part 3 of those Xbox 360s and PlayStation 3 ones? I go, shit, I got to do more of those. So you guys are giving me a lot of ideas, and I want to give back. Now I got the time to do these videos, and I can do, you know, probably 1 or 2 a week, and I'm going to do them. Bear with me. I'll do them when I can. I can't put them out every day, but I'll do a couple a week as I can. And you guys have really been wonderful, the best. You give me so much positive inspiration, feedback. I get these wonderful, encouraging letters from people that just melt my heart. It makes me feel so good to be part of the positive, the best part of the gaming community. I have the best viewers and fans. Even Jeremy at ACG told me behind the scenes, he said, Dean, do you realize you have one of the highest ratios of views to subs of any channel I've seen? It's very impressive. I go, what is that? I didn't even know what he was talking about. I forget what he called that ratio, but anyway, he was impressed, and I go, well, I don't know. He says, whatever you're doing the right. That's why I was one of the very first channels that Carrot at ACG recommended, and a lot of my viewers came from ACG. Thank you, Jeremy or Carrick. I know you don't, and he's too busy to even answer my questions. His channel is blown up to enormous size, so I don't lose sleep. If he doesn't answer my comments in my videos, I'm not going to get angry at him or hate him. It's just people's lives get busy. Sometimes, they move on with new things. For all I know, he still watches my videos. I don't know, but I watch his. I love his reviews. I don't watch the PC ones, but if it's console games and games I'm looking forward to, like the Rage 2 review he did, I watch it. He did some good racing reviews recently. Dangerous Driving, I enjoyed his review of that. A few things. So we kind of get near the end of my little rant here, but I'm going to have to wrap this up quickly. I'm in a lot of pain, but friends, thank you so much for the kindness, the inspiration that you give me. I have so many ideas. My good friend Steve, by the way, Steve Baker, he just told me a couple days he's starting his channel up. He's working on some stuff. I'm going to help. He wants some help with the editing. I'm going to try to help him with that soon. I get a new shout-out video coming real soon. I'm going to shout out my favorite channels, big channels and small channels I like to watch. You're going to love that one. And I've got 2 game reviews coming up, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm going to be doing more of those best of tips videos. So, and I also added a few new channels. I've recommended channels, which I think you should check out in my sidebar as well. So, I'll have a link for Jeremy's channel below. He has a complete North American Xbox collection. He knows a lot more about PlayStation 1 games. He's got an enormous PS1 collection, every collection of everything. I mean, every Nintendo game, every variation of Xbox games, everything. He's got a wonderful thing. Every week he does a video where he talks about his top games he played that week, and he talks about each one passionately and what he loved about it. He's someone that actually takes the time and tries to go through all of his games, even though he's got a lot of games. I could never hope to have a collection like that. Let me tell you something too about collections. I've been working on mine since 2009. 2009. It wasn't until 2012 that I started going back and collecting 6th gen things. So, I mean, it takes years. I see a lot of people that are just new and young YouTubers. They want to overnight. They want to have every game so they can have a wall of games behind them to sit and talk behind. But it takes time. It took me years. I don't have that many games. If anyone's seen my collection, it's not that big. I have like 5 or 6. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GameCube games, 3 Wii games. I got like 4 Super Nintendo games. Got a few, dozen or so Sega Genesis games. Not too many. I got a modest PS2 collection. I do have a couple 200 plus original Xbox games, and they're just the ones I want, just the best. And I've got well over 200 Xbox 360 games and a very modest, small PS3 and PS4 collection. So it's not a big collection, a few collectibles, as I can afford them. So, and I've got my strategy guides I've slowly collected, but it's taken me years. That represents a decade of lovingly looking and saving. And I get games dirt cheap. I look and I get them clean though. I won't get incomplete games unless I absolutely have to. So I'll hold out for a good clean copy sometimes, even though the price is right, but it's missing the manual, I won't do it. So I'm very careful that way. And of course I've had some wonderful gifts from viewers, games and consoles that I could never repay. And because of that, I want to give back a lot more than I've given. You guys have encouraged me. I've got to give you a lot more, and I will. That's my promise to you. Thank you so much. This is a wonderful, positive gaming community. I want to draw to this channel the best and brightest and most positive other YouTubers and gamers and collectors imaginable. That's what this channel is about. Whether it stays this size or grows, I don't care. I'm happy to have the interaction that I have with the good people in this community. It's good. Stay away from the negative channels. Stay away from people that talk shit about others and put other people down. These are hollow people that are empty inside. That's all they have. That's all they know. They're resentful deeply of other people that have, their life where they want it. They want you to bring your standards down to their low standards so they can feel good about themselves. Don't listen to people like that. We get too many of these negative drama-related channels where people have got to put down other YouTubers. It's all about hate, nitpicking, everything, ripping E3 all apart. There's just too much of that. YouTube is filled with it. I want to be one of the few that has a good channel, it actually has something of value to give to others, whether it's a good meaty rant or a greatest hits video. To me, that's what this is all about. That's why I'm here. That's why I will continue to do this as long as I can. As hard, as painful as it is, I'm going to do it. And I'm inspired to do a long rant like this because of you guys. That's why I'm doing this. Thank you so much for your participation, for your belief and faith in me, for putting up with me with all my weird quirks and features and problems and whatever. I really appreciate it. God bless you all. Enjoy your games and your game collections. Thanks.